In this week's episode of Sailing Ragdoll, we finally launched the boat for the first time, avoided disaster.
You see water pissing into the boat?
We put up our sails and prepare to head off for our first adventure.
We had Chick and Nikki at Sail Doctor do a little repair to our mainsail. We had a very, very deteriorated luff on the laminate roller reefing main. It was pretty poor, so we've just had them repair it. Not sure what they've done, but I'm sure it'll be lovely.
I guess we're only going to have these sails for a season anyway, before they get replaced.
Yeah, they're ancient laminates, so they're only really going to do as a season. Chick and Nikki will be doing a set of sails for us through Hyde. We did on the previous boat. I'm really impressed with them previously, so yeah, should be good.
Looking forward to new shiny white sails.
Yeah.
We'll just wait till you see these ones.
So after we picked up our sails, we arrived at the boat pretty late. We got unpacked and the frantic prep for a morning launch began.
Good morning, sleepyhead. What's happening, guys? What's happening? So it's almost lunchtime. We are pretty much sitting in the slings now. We are ready to go. All the anti-fouling patches are done. I feel partly ready. We still have an absolute ton of stuff to do. We still have to wax the boat. We have to get the stripe on the other side because we only managed to do half the hull last night. Still an absolute ton of little projects to do on the boat. If you have a look around, it is messy in here. There's tools absolutely everywhere. But I feel we are slowly making progress in the right direction. So fingers crossed, we will get our first sailing trip out this weekend. And actually get to sail Ragdoll for the first time together. So exciting. What are you up to?
Building a kind of fort.
A fort with rocks.
No, just with wood stuff to build like a scraping bridge.
Cool.
I thought,
What's a thought?
just making sure nothing wants to jam the steering lines.
Because we need to put all the hoses back in place, don't we?
Yeah, but the engine will survive for a half hour while we go over to Roo.
So it's our turn. We are launching.
So we have launched. We have arrived at Room Marina. We're just getting some fuel, Crystal popped with the chandlery to get some biocide, and then get the boat cleaned up a little bit and finish off a couple of other projects that we have to do before we can really go do anything. Oh, and we need to put the sails up, considering they're still bagged up somewhere. But we have a lovely day with very little wind, so I think it'll be a perfect day to do it today. So we are all fueled up, and I think we'll be staying here for the night tonight. We've got a ton to do. We still need to wax the hull. We need to clean the entire boat. We've got a few projects to do. So we'll hang around here, pick up our dinghy tomorrow from Derby, and then potentially go to Millport for our first trip.
Down so I can dribble it.
So what actually happened?
Right, so
I'm
see
recording.
this? See this bellows?
Yes.
It gets compressed by this ring.
Okay.
This ring puts pressure on this, and the seal's formed by carbon rubbing on stainless here. If I push that back, you see water pissing into the boat.
Oh dear.
So that seal is purely formed on that face. I don't think there was enough compression.
Now, is that from when you took everything apart, or?
Yeah, well, I did put it back together with a bit of compression, but I didn't think I'd need that much. Also, this ring wasn't quite true to the shaft, so it was maybe a little bit on the skew. So a few taps with a hammer seems to have fixed it.
Okay.
And I've put a hose clamp behind it just as a bit of backup, because I think if we don't have a bit of backup on this, I'm going to worry about it.
Okay.
I'll try this. I'm so glad I cut this bit of wood out. That's staying out. There's no physical way to get at this stern gland without it.
It's awful.
But I also think...
Let me see if I can try and get in there. There we go.
I think I'm going to definitely change this stern gland for something that's a bit more sensible. Like a Volvo style arbitrade kind of style, I think.
Okay.
It's basically one piece. Just a bit of a bellows and a lip seal onto the shaft. That's all it would be. Right, so I'm going to run that and see what it does for a minute.
Okay.
So let's do that. I think it's just a matter of letting it wear in. We've had it all apart, and I think it's just got to find a new seat face. I guess the thing to do is motor with it for a bit and see what happens.
So we managed to finally get sorted. Averted the emergency.
Yeah.
Chris is now cleaning the deck, and we are making some sort of a
Sailing
dinner.
dinner.
Not a sailing dinner, but just a dinner. What are we having?
Pasta
Gonna have pasta. Exactly. So
with veggies.
with veggies, with lots of veggies. Okay.
And after some dinner, the boat cleanup continued.
So she's looking much better. So a big chunk of the boat cleaning is now done. You can probably tell. So round 2 tomorrow, we need to get the sails up. Hi Jasper. And we're just gonna go and relax and take the dogs for a walk.
Yeah.
And celebrate the fact that we've launched and not sang, which is good, isn't it? Exactly. Come on, let's go walkies.
I'm a bit nervous.
Just hand up. Step. That's fine.
Luna, come on.
Lily, come here.
You know how to do this. Don't bark at me. Come on.
Right, you've been a bit dramatic. Come on. This one. There you go.
That's a good girl. Good girl, Lulu.
Now, hop up. Hop up. Come on, you can jump that. You can jump bigger.
Oh my god.
Good girl.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark? From so far away, show us where we are. What makes the sun?
Okay, so the dogs are majorly overthinking getting on board, so the ramp is coming out. Let's see how they do on that. Yeah, good girl. Hachi, come on. Meems, come on.
There you go, Mimi.
You're gonna fall in the water in a minute by doing your booty scooties. Mimi, come on.
Come on, wee girlie. Yay! Come on! Good girl!
Yes, good girl. Come on.
Come on.
Come on, let's go. Let's go in, come on. Come on, darling. So, come on.
Yes, just like
Come on, Mimi. Yay! Today we are going to put our sails back on. We have spent the night at Rumarina, and we are going to do the last few bits that we needed today, so that hopefully by the end of the day we can head off for a sail somewhere. We have a couple of things to fix up on the head sail, because previously on the way back from Ireland, Chris had some issues with the head sail not furling. So I think we're gonna have a look at that, grease it up potentially, check everything's okay, check the bearings and all that, and yeah. Hopefully this will at least catch anything if it does fall. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, there's a high chance that I'll catch something.
Perfect. Perfect use of umbrellas on a boat. So much grease.
I know. It feels like the only way to get it. I don't have the right injection tool, so it feels like the only way to pack it is to just
Smush it in there and hope for the best.
Hope for the best. Yeah. It does feel like it's going into where it needs to go, because that is just.
That does sound better, to be honest, than it did before.
So that bit's sounding good, and this bit. That's sounding a lot better too. So let's call the upper assembly done for now. Let's just give it a wee wipey wipe to get rid of some excess grease, because that was technically what I would call an excess of grease.
That is definitely sounding much better. Well, hopefully there'll be no more jammy head sail.
Would be nice. Excellent. So I think we've improved that significantly. So the plan now, I think we'll go and we'll replace the furling line. So we've got to take this and pull this through all the way to the bow. So we've got to figure out a way of joining this that doesn't increase the diameter much. Don't think I know what I'm doing here. So I've cut that back. I'm going to cut the bit of the core away. I'm going to somehow get this
In there.
in there. I don't know.
So you're hoping to just pull it all through there and nothing falls apart.
There'll be riggers turning in their grave right now at what I'm doing. Try it. fine. Luna's off with a bit of rope. What have we got, Luna? I'm helping. Let's try this.
It's gone through very smoothly. It's through. Oh. Success.
Nice rubbish. Don't preparation, we do eating.
Where's ball?
So after all that, it was finally time to put our sails up.
So do you think we're going to be looking at a horrifically, embarrassingly filthy sail?
That's very likely, but as long as it lasts us a season, is all that matters.
Back tension on. Doesn't want to bring it down again.
We put it up, and then 2 minutes in, he's like, "Oh, it's the wrong way. We have to get it." I'm like, "I've just dragged it all the way back up there." So this head sail is certainly keeping us busy. We've pulled it down once, and apparently we're going to pull it down again because it's not sitting quite right as we want it to, which is not really where we want to be. But it's certainly upping our exercise for this weekend, I have to say.
After putting the sails up, we were ready to take Ragdoll for her first sail of the season. We stopped to pick up our dinghy and then we set off for our first adventure.
Okay, did we bite on that?
If you don't want to miss the next episode of Sailing Ragdoll, hit the subscribe button and the little bell below. And thanks for watching. Till next time!